In 30 seconds, this scene is going to look drastically different. In a chilling Instagram video uploaded by user Unexplained Truth, viewers are presented with eerie footage of a dog displaying strange behavior. The unsettling scene has sparked a wave of speculation among viewers, with one suggesting that it seems as though something invisible is attempting to take control of the animal, supernaturally and physically. The video has also fueled discussions about the heightened senses of dogs, with one commenter proposing that the dog could be reacting to a supernatural presence. And yeah, that theory would align with the long-held belief that animals are particularly sensitive to paranormal activity, which I wholeheartedly agree with. You gotta think, these animals are just acting naturally. They don't have an agenda. Especially this pup, this thing is showing real fear. On the other hand, of course, a more practical explanation from another viewer suggests that the dog is having a seizure. One commenter said that this dog could be suffering from rabies, which is a serious condition known to cause dramatic changes in behavior. Nevertheless, what do you think is making the dog act this way? Share your theories with the team. Okay, this CCTV footage was captured September 11th of 2011 in Jakarta's Insilinda town square. Check this out. Many have dubbed this figure as the Angel of Jakarta, and that seems to check out. Now, of course, this could easily be dismissed as a hoax, and I don't know enough about video editing to say one way or the other. But there is an impressive sense of realism as that figure hits the ground. It looks real, athletic. Not to mention, we see the figure glowing, but we also see it reflecting off the walls, which I imagine would be a harder edit if this is a fake. So, what do you think? Real footage? Fake footage? I'm a little torn. So this clip was uploaded to the famous ufologist Jeremy Corbell's YouTube channel. In it, we see footage that is supposedly captured by the US Navy, and it's showing a spherical object entering the water.
Yeah, we have 31 knots sustained wind, topside, gust of 40.
What was splashed? Splashed. Mark bearing and range.
So what do you think these strange objects could be? Is it really possible there's some sort of alien tech? Or is there another more earthly explanation? This video comes from a TikTok account we featured here before, WV Paranormal. It features a father filming his children as they just play in the woods. But if we take a closer look, something unusual is captured on camera.
What's that, Dad?
Let's go back inside. Come on, guys.
The father spots it and immediately calls his children back. It immediately leaves you wondering who or what might have been lurking in the trees. Though the video was posted with minimal context, it includes the hashtag Appalachia, suggesting it was likely filmed somewhere within that region. The Appalachian Mountains spans the eastern United States from all the way to New York, on down to Georgia. I'm sure we've all heard of the Appalachian Trail, but this region is known for its rugged terrain, and it's dominated by the ancient Appalachian Mountains. This area is also famous for its paranormal activity. Frequent reports of ghost sightings, UFOs, various cryptids. This place is chocked full of mystery. I've visited here many times, and don't get me wrong, it's beautiful. But after you're there for a while, you look around and be like, yeah, some sketchy stuff could happen out here. Many a Bigfoot sighting in those mountains as well. Anyhow, let me know your thoughts on this. In June of 2006, YouTuber Prosperous uploaded this clip, which many consider to be some of the strongest evidence of ghostly existence to date. The footage was reportedly captured by the Atlantic Paranormal Society during an investigation at the Eastern State Penitentiary in Pennsylvania, a location long believed to be haunted. Though brief, the clip seems to show a hooded figure walking toward the camera. Moments later, it appears to realize it's being filmed and immediately dips out of camera view. Given that the Eastern State Penitentiary is known as a hotbed for paranormal activity, many of the top researchers believe the figure in the video could indeed be a ghost. This specific video has been compared to the appearance of the Grim Reaper. I don't know about the Grim Reaper, but I'll say this. Whatever that thing was, when it saw that it was being taped, it immediately retraced its steps. And it looked like it did it pretty effortlessly. So does this eerie clip truly show a ghost roaming the haunted prison? Is it enough evidence for you? Let me know in the comments. In a chilling video by the Urbex team, the mysteries of La Plata Cemetery are brought to unsettling life. As the footage begins, the explorers make their way through a maze of tombstones. However, the tension mounts when they come across a monument with shattered glass. And inside sits a single eerie doll. Their journey grows more disturbing as they find a vandalized headstone, followed by another broken monument revealing a damaged and exposed casket. Their first thought leads them to just basic neglect, but then they start to get a hint of possible foul play. The eerie tour reaches its peak when they come upon yet another desecrated grave. Apprehensively, they look inside. Now, let us look closely. You might spot something unusual. A pale hand slowly pulls back into the darkness of the casket. It's barely visible unless the footage is brightened. I mean, so much so that none of the team members even noticed it while they were filming. It's always the sharp-eyed viewers that catch this stuff, I swear. Now, this crypt is deep, it has multiple caskets, but it appears the hand could only really have come from inside the casket itself. And even when the video is brightened, it doesn't look like it's been manipulated. I mean, so what do we think? It's probably not a person, but it is leaning towards something paranormal. The La Plata Cemetery would be a good place to immerse yourself in the supernatural. This photo was posted by a woman named Lisa, who shared an eerie experience from 2018. She and her husband were on a city tour, and upon reviewing their photos later, they were startled to find images of what appeared to be glowing human figures near the trees. According to Lisa, there was no one else around when this photo was taken, and a local resident confirmed there are no ground lights in that area, which only adds fuel to this mystery. Captured on an iPhone 5 without flash, it's pretty hard to make out what it is. Redditors offer various theories about what the image might show. Some suggested angels, others thought it could be ghosts, and one even proposed it might be a coven of dancing witches. I mean, as for me, the most puzzling detail is that why couldn't Lisa and her husband see the glowing figures in person when they took the photo? I always find that very strange that these figures, these orbs, these apparitions, they all show up in the film or photo, but hidden to the naked eye. I need more info on this bizarre photo. Let's look at this crazy clip shared by TikToker Stan Hopes Away Days. As you can imagine, night shifts at a factory are usually pretty quiet, uneventful, most people just playing on their phone. But as the uploader mentions, occasionally things can get a little dicey. The video, recorded from a security cam monitored by a night shift worker, shows footage of an empty factory during the night. Like we mentioned before, the uploader explained that not much typically happens on the night feeds, making this particular capture all the more intriguing. The camera catches several glowing orbs moving in sync, almost as if attached to an invisible person. And I would agree with the poster. More often than not, when we see orbs, they're just floating across the screen or moving quickly across the screen, but they don't usually move in unison like this or outline a human body. Heck, I think more often than not, they're just little dust particles. But that explanation definitely doesn't seem to fit here. I'd like to know your take on this strange footage. I would say most people in the comments, 90% or so, think this has paranormal origin. But if so, what creature could it be? I've covered before this incredibly lopsided predator versus prey relationship we see right here. Mongoose versus the cobra. If you're new to this relationship, you're probably thinking that mongoose better get the heck out of Dodge. But the cobra is child's play to the mongoose, and 9 times out of 10 ends up being his meal. If the mongoose seems relatively unfazed to you, well, that's because he is. The mongoose's reflexes are that much faster than a cobra's. A mongoose's reflexes also trump all cat species. One of the crazy things is that mongooses have evolved to detect and react extremely rapidly to movements, such as a snake strike, and they can dodge attacks within milliseconds. They also learn the rhythm of the snake, giving them a split-second advantage when dodging or counterattacking. Anyhow, pretty fascinated by these guys. What a great camera capture. The original poster shared a strange experience, mentioning that they saw an unusual figure on the grounds of Penn State University. This took place in May of 2023. The uploader admits they know little about cryptids, so they reached out to an online group for their thoughts on what the figure might be. As expected, viewers offered various theories, suggesting it could be anything from an alien to an elemental. Penn State and the surrounding area in Pennsylvania are rich with paranormal lore. The historic Schwab Auditorium on University Park campus is rumored to be haunted by several ghosts, even Charles Schwab. Students and visitors frequently report unexplained sounds, ghostly apparitions, and malfunctioning equipment. The old Botany building is also said to be haunted by the spirit of Frances Atherton, wife of former Penn State President George Atherton. They say her face is occasionally seen looking out of the windows, as if watching over her husband's grave, which is across the street. Now, if we have any Penn Staters in the comments, share the secrets with us.